time of big hopes.
Big hopes.
And big hopes, indeed.
Big
Very, very big hopes.
Expectations. It was probably the most interesting time in Russia for probably the whole history. Late 80s, and it was time when you started to feel free after so many years of this regime. It was an incredible time, and
Well, things have reversed in terms of how Russians feel about Americans now, so I hear.
no, but it's not Russians. It's kind of TV propaganda. It's nothing to do with Russians.
So it's not true?
No, I don't think so. No. But if tomorrow we say you should love Americans, immediately we'll start to laugh. It's
they'll
very
start to love
superficial. No, the same like the rating of Putin. He has 86%, but if tomorrow he will be kicked out, I don't know for which reason, he will have 5%. You know, it's not Putin, but it is power of the state which is appealing to Russians. It's the same with America. No, nobody can. It's bullshit. But propaganda is very efficient because first of all, it is for the first time in the history of Russia when you see government open the door to the public opinion of simple people. In 100 years, we lost all our human values 2 times. And that's why, firstly, during revolution, second by the end of the Soviet Union. And so there are no values. And so they could construct very easily the older with those values. This time, first of all, they opened this and this just ugly nationalism, very close to fascism, to Nazism, just rushed in. And so the propaganda started to speak not even language of government, but language of this absolutely ugly nationalist.
Is this shallow too, this nationalism?
Yeah. There is, of course, but you know, now they want this nationalism because it helps Putin to continue to be in power. Well, I think that what happened really in reality when he decided to play this anti-American and anti-Western role, that he had 2 points. First point was that when we had very strong opposition movement in 2011, then, and I was a part of it, then thousands, 10,000s, hundreds of thousands of people shouted just next to the Kremlin, Putin go to Siberia, Putin go to Magadan at the end of Siberia. And what happened then, that Western governments supported this movement. And Putin felt betrayed, you know. They kissed him, everybody, French, German government and leaders, and Italian, of course, and so on and so on. So everybody said, you are my friend, and when the protest movement started, so they said, no, this revolution is good for us, we like it. And here was the point when he said, okay, you betrayed me, so I don't care about you anymore, so I'll start my own policy against Europe, against America. The second point was, which here in the West people do not know, there is a book of French philosopher just published in Paris. I wanted to discuss. I went to discuss it in Paris. It's called "In the Head of Putin," and there it said that he has his own philosophy, And it started already not with or against this protest movement, but it started already something like 10 years ago, because we had a very poor country, and the West saw us as really like poor, dirty, uneducated Russians, and we had to run after Portugal to be the same. You see, immediately, yeah, to have the same standard of living. And Putin changed. There are two changes. First of all, philosophical change. And say, we're not going to run after Europe or after Portugal. We want to create our new empire. And in this empire will be stronger than all of you, because we have enough nuclear power and so on and so on. And it was first change. And then when these Western leaders decided to play against him, it was very dangerous, by the way. But they played it, and so when he came back to power, he said, okay, I'm free, now I'm free. And he had already this philosophical basement, and he just changed it. He opened the gates. People here, the big Russian people, they never had political education, political culture. And you know, nationalism is the first step to the political consciousness, the first step, just very, very primitive step, but still a step. And with this primitivism, we just enter, and we just like this.